Welcome to the Nightly Rant
with
your hosts, Mike
and Torya.
This is the show where we examine society from a sarcastic point of view.
If you like insane conversations, this is definitely the show for you.
Let's get into today's topic. YPN people, I don't know about you, but I love helping out a friend. That's why I want to shout out my friend Brian Little and his podcast, Your Favorite Blockhead. This is the only show that manages to weave together peanuts and MMA into one heck of an amazing podcast. You can find Your Favorite Blockhead wherever your favorite podcasts reside and at yourfavoriteblockhead.com. Do me a huge favor and listen to Brian's show. You'll be entertained and you'll help out a friend. Now, as I said, let's get into today's topic. So, what's the worst thing you've ever done while drunk that you paid for the next day?
I don't know that I've ever paid for anything the next day that I did while drunk.
You don't think so? Like you didn't have like cuts and bruises or anything like that?
I got a little scratch in that juniper bush that one time, but that's about it.
That's what I was thinking about.
No, I was miraculously unscathed for laying in a juniper bush for 45 minutes in minus 40 weather without a jacket or shoes.
Well, it seems like a lot of people have had something happen to them when they've gotten really drunk that they paid for the next day.
Well, I just found this list of 23 of them if you'd like to hear some.
I couldn't remember if it was 28 or 23, but
23.
23 sounds good. Okay. So let's hear it.
Okay, the first one. From our good pal, Stingray Menace. I had an interview for a job. I thought I was cool, and it was really close. I'm talking walking distance. I had a bad day the day prior, so I decided to drink a lot. I got the most drunk I've ever been and decided to go for a walk and some fried chicken. I sit down at a random company's outside lunch area. I live near an industrial kind of place, lots of companies and no houses, and just talked to myself and ate the chicken until a security guard kicked me out. Fast forward tomorrow, to my horror, my GPS takes me to the same exact place, and the security guard on duty is the same guy. I didn't get a call back from them.
Yeah, you know, when you put yourself in a position where you're out of control, you know, maybe you're drunk, high, whatever.
Right.
You kind of got to own what happens to you at that point, you know?
I mean, that's quite a fuck up.
Yeah, I'd say so. So what's the next one? I'm
not pronouncing this person's username because it's just like they face pounded the keyboard.
Okay. So Mr. Clark, Clark, Clark.
Yeah. I had just passed out and I must have gotten up to go pee, but the only thing I remember is being in the attic squatting, and when I stood up, my foot fell through the ceiling.
Oh,
the next morning, I woke up with scratches and bruises all down my leg and a huge hole in the ceiling with a pee stain around it. I honestly don't remember how I got up there. What's crazy about it is you had to walk through our closet on the other side of the room and climb a flight of stairs to get to the attic. The bathroom was 4 feet away from where I was sleeping. So bro climbed on up into the attic, peed on the floor, and then put his foot through the ceiling.
That's insane. But yet again, another situation where if you're going to get drunk or high, you face the consequences. Whatever happens, happens, man. You just got to own it. Can't blame it on somebody else. Can't blame it on the substance.
So
Can't
I've read
blame it on being fucked up.
Sorry. I thought these were all going to be having to do with sex. The first two so far have disappointed.
Okay.
From Icy Orange. Oh, Icy Orange. I thought my Xbox broke because it wasn't ejecting the disc, and drunk me thinks he's a technical genius, so he tried to fix it. Sober me found my Xbox in pieces the next morning and spent $60 to get it repaired. Oh, and there was never a disc stuck in it.
That's why it wasn't working.
Yeah. That one was pretty funny.
That's costly, though.
So this person is so special that their username has been deleted from this website.
Wow.
Got drunk, went to a taco shop, loudly explained, exclaimed, "Fuck, these tacos are awesome," and then wrote a $400 tip on the tip line of my receipt. I honestly don't remember if I meant to actually tip $400 since the tacos were so good, or $4 and forgot the decimal, but I was able to get the charge reversed. Luckily, since I was a poor college kid who didn't even have $400 in my account. Shit a brick when I woke up to overdraft alerts on my phone, though.
That one's dumb.
I think so. I think so, too.
That one was not interesting to me.
No. You're not going to like number 5 either. This person is, again, they smashed their face on the keyboard. The texts. It's always the texts. But they didn't even tell us, like, what their texts were, and now I'm disappointed. Yeah. There was definitely a hoo-ha pic in this story, and I didn't get to know about it.
Had to be, right? There had to be.
Something.
What's his name? Colt from 90 Day Fiancé.
Good morning, my dick.
He sent his pictures. It has to be what it is.
Yeah.
It has to be. That one was dumb too. You're right.
This one is from also deleted. Woke up to $20 in my wallet. Thought to myself, fuck yeah, I left with 60, so I only spent 40. Look at bank account and realize I took out 200 more throughout the night. Damn you, drunk me. Damn you.
You know what's funny about that is I could see people doing that.
I've done that. Spent way more money than I intended. It got to the point where I would just leave all of my cards at home and just take cash with me to the bar because then I couldn't get myself in trouble.
Oh, whatever works, right?
Yeah.
That's a person looking for a solution to a problem. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, especially since one of my friends would always bring their card for the taxi.
You're good.
So then, this was pre-Lyft. Lyft was illegal in Alberta at this time.
Huh.
Yeah.
And the next one is?
From Meta Uprising. I came home super wasted, and my roommate saw me laugh and said, "This asshole will never find this," as I threw my wallet against the wall, making it fall behind the couch. That person does not know how to write a sentence. Anyway, do you get what they're saying?
They threw their wallet and went behind the couch, and their roommate knows it, but said that they'll never find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I don't think it's funny, but I get it. But
yeah.
Of course, these weren't necessarily supposed to be funny. These are just things you paid for.
Yeah, that one. I did not find that one amusing. This is from Lucas Does Reddit. On a drunken shopping spree with my mate, I brought a shitload of women's bras and panties, rushed home so I could try them on, and fell asleep pretty soon afterwards. Next day, when my girlfriend came to visit, I had a pretty tough time explaining I wasn't cheating on her.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you don't put yourself in a position to have that happen.
Right.
It's like they say to kids when they play sports and they complain about the referee doing something wrong or the umpire doing something wrong. And you always say, well, still, you didn't play well enough to make sure that a mistake by a human being cost you the game.
Right.
Had you played well enough, that mistake by that human being shouldn't have cost you the game. You know, you just didn't.
Right. So, this next one, I need you to prepare yourself.
I am preparing myself. Hold on. Okay, I'm prepared. I'm ready.
Like when I tell you need to close your eyes while we're watching 90 Day Fiancé or My 600-Pound Life, prepare yourself.
I'm ready.
From Islama Bell, throwing up into my crush's mouth while we were making out. That was the first and only time he brought me for a drink.
Oh.
Now do you understand the disclaimer?
Oh, that's bad.
I'm really glad I pre-read that one and could give you a disclaimer.
That is so bad.
Okay, now we'll move on to the next one because that one was just so gross. This is from Shit, My Bad. I, quote-unquote, woke up to pee after having passed out wasted. Only problem was I didn't go to the toilet. I went on the stack of old VHS family videos my girlfriend had in the corner of the room.
Oh, no.
She was not happy.
I bet she wasn't. Like, wow, just Captain Destructo on the loose. That's just crazy.
This person's username has also been deleted. Lost the keys for a car I bought the night before.
What?
They lost the keys to the car they bought the night before.
Lovely.
Yeah. That's quite a piss off.
An expensive mistake.
Well, how much does it cost for a key fob? Like $100?
Mine's like $4.50.
Gross. Anyway, Netflix and back rubs. Started
Nice.
stupid dramatic fights with my husband. I would get upset over a little bit of nothing and bitch at him for no real reason. I don't think I ever said anything too devastating, but I know I made him feel terrible lots of times. Thing is, he's just the best guy. He never picks fights and has to be pushed really hard before he gets upset. He didn't deserve any of that, and I still regret it. 2.5 years to sober. Oh, that one just made me sad.
Yeah. Someone who feels like someone who went through the whole thing and got sober again and realizes they still love the person that they divorced because of their addiction. You know?
Yeah.
That's what that's about. That's why it's sad. How many more are there?
Well, she didn't say ex-husband. She just said husband. Maybe they're still married.
Maybe.
Well, this is number 13 out of 23.
Okay.
We're on the home stretch, my friend. So this is from Experiments.
Mm-hmm.
Got in a legit fight with a good friend. Like punches thrown after he dragged me out of the car for messing with him too much. He was hammered too. All things good now. This was years ago in college. He had me in his wedding, and I'm heading over to his house tonight to cut up a tree that fell in his backyard due to a storm last night. Gotta have the nice place looking nice for our 4th of July party next week. Wow, that was a whole paragraph I did not give any fuck about.
Who curated these?
Someecards.com.
Okay.
Does that explain everything? It isn't exactly a scholarly source.
That's true. You can tell.
This is from Patty's Pub Official.
Nice.
Ate a fruit salad.
Not the unofficial one. The official one.
Ate a fruit salad consisting of red and purple berries. Then I got so drunk that I couldn't make it to the bathroom, so I leaned over the edge of my bed and puked up pink vomit on my white carpet. I was also too drunk to clean it up. So I put a towel on top and left it for Sober Me to clean up. Sober Me also woke up to a black eye, which I apparently gave myself by hitting my face on the side table while puking.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
What a mess. What a mess. That poor person is a mess.
yeah. How about this one? I ordered wings last night and saved Sober Me some in the fridge. Sober Me came downstairs this morning, opened the fridge, and saw a to-go box full of bones. An investigation revealed I'd thrown away the wings and refrigerated the bones.
Oh, gosh. That I love. I could see myself doing something like that, too. That's the funny part.
I could see myself doing something like that without the alcohol.
That's just funny.
Ooh. This is from Lasagna Lifestyle. Underage drinking. At 16, I got drunk and scared my parents would catch me, so I locked myself in the bathroom. Evidently vomited everywhere and promptly fell asleep in my own vomit.
Oh.
I woke up around 6 a.m., saw the absolute mess I had created, and proceeded to clean it up whilst still drunk. An hour later, I was pretty happy with my cleaning and decided to go to bed. Upon waking a few hours later, my mom said to me, "So you vomited all over the bathroom?" Turns out I barely cleaned before passing out again.
Whoa. Some of these people have stupid issues. Sorry.
Well, that person was 16. I mean, at least they have that excuse.
Yeah.
Drunk me hides my things all the time. I wake up in the morning head throbbing, can't find my keys, my wallet, my purse, or my shoes. Where's my keys? Oh, look, it makes sense. They're in the freezer inside of the bag of frozen fruit. My wallet is in that bag of DVDs I haven't looked at since I moved into my apartment. One shoe is on the kitchen counter. The other is tucked under a blanket by the front door. Why do I even have a blanket by the front door? Who knows? From Use a Coaster. That they spelled wrong, by the way. I got too drunk one day and pissed all over the place in the bathroom. I'm talking about on the ceiling and places that took me days to find. What were you trying to do? Make a windmill?
Gosh.
Exactly. Dude. Invited a sibling I cut ties with to my house for a family thing with other siblings. I did not want them to come and honestly fine with never seeing them again. Stupid drunk me thought I should give him a chance. Fool.
Guess it didn't work out.
That's all he said.
Mustn't have worked out.
What an idiot.
But chances are they weren't going to work out, so.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Well, this is number 20. So we got
Home stretch,
left.
homie.
I thought I was keying a car that belonged to a bully from high school.
Uh-oh.
This was a year after high school. But I ended up keying a car belonging to my boss at a job I worked at. He comes in raging someone keyed his car, and then I saw it in the parking lot.
And nowadays, he'd also be raging at the guy because his home security camera would have caught his ass doing it.
Yeah.
And I think in some ways that would be even funnier. Can you imagine? Winchester? Is that Winchester? Look who's scratching my car. It's Winchester.
Yeah.
And then goes in and kicks Winchester's butt.
Yeah. Why did you come up with the name Winchester? Their name was actually Kill Crazy.
Why wouldn't you just go with it and not question my use of the word, brilliant use of the word Winchester?
To question the word Winchester.
It's a brilliant word.
I worry
that
for
a
our future pets
chose.
that you will name them that now.
Well, now that you've suggested it, that probably will happen.
God,
I think my next dog is going to be named Winchester.
Drunk me loves a drunken text.
I know you do.
Had been dating this guy. Sent some messages when I was pretty day drunk. Cue the guy being pissed off but giving me another chance.
You promised never tell this story.
Was never really as good as the beginning after that. Cue drunken me sending a message the week after we ended things for good saying I missed him.
Yeah. You promised never to tell that story to anybody. Why are you telling that story now?
Oh, there's more. I'm not done. Sorry, there was an ad. Sober me apologized to sober him the next day and said I'd delete his number. He told me to just stop texting weird stuff. If I could, I would, babe. If I could, I would. But Jen is just too nice.
All right.
The last part didn't really add very much to the story.
Last part added nothing to the story.
Yeah. This comes to you from Chunky Asian. I put a glass half full of vodka next to the bathroom sink and forgot about it. The next morning, while hungover, I thought it was water and took a big swig. I promptly started vomiting all over my bathroom.
Oh, no.
No hair of the dog for this Persian.
Wow.
Persian.
I wonder if it's because they were expecting water, so it was like a shock to their system, which was already feeling kind of queasy and crappy.
Because there's no reason for that.
Yeah.
And number 23.
Bum, ba-da-rum, bum, 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 bum. Who knows? Might be the worst one. Might be the best one.
Well, their name is the best one. Wowzers in my trousers.
I like that name a lot.
On my birthday, I got super fucked up and kissed all 20 plus people at my party. All my friends are super open, so they were cool with it. Nothing bad happened, but I was mortified when I woke up the next morning.
Bum, bum, bum.
This list clearly went from best to least
bum,
best.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, that was the last one was kind of a letdown.
I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed.
Now, before we get out of here, I just wanted to say that cats are interesting creatures. And, you know, we have multiple of them. And, well, I had the bag open that houses the podcasting equipment. And Jasper decided he was just going to sit inside there and chill.
Is he in there?
Well, he's gone now, but he was there earlier.
That's funny.
And yeah, he just sat there and stared at me while he was in there. So
that's because he knows one of the last podcasts you released was about him.
Yeah, it was. Well,
Yep.
It was a while back, but anyway.
Last 10 or so. Anyway. On that absolutely thrilling note, good night, everyone.
Hasta la bye-bye, Jasper. Thank you for listening to the Nightly Rant.
If you enjoyed the show, please give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts or Google Play.
If you didn't enjoy the show, please just ignore that previous request for a rating.
This has been a Yogi's Podcast Network production.